Okay, Libra. Hello, 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 Libra. It's funny, I just decided I wanted to do Libra. It was pretty quick, that decision. Um, but I'm excited. So let's see what's going on for our Libra folks. Libra guys and gals. Spirit, what's happening with Libra? I feel like I just never get the time to really spend understanding Libra energy, even though it's funny because my sister is Libra in sidereal astrology. So let's see. We've got judgment. Wow. We've got, well, shit. Excuse me. We've got judgment. We've got the Ten of Pentacles. Excuse my mouth. The Six of Cups and the Queen of Cups. Well, geez Louise, Libra. I mean, this is quite nice. This feels very good. This feels very good and very abundant. I mean, I feel like you can just see it just from the colors. Look at how the colors are just jumping off of the screen. Like, this is very bright, very beautiful, very abundant. This feels like something that is being called in for you right now. This could be something that you are calling in. You could be calling in family. If you are someone who is calling in family, calling in home, calling in wealth, like generational wealth, calling in home and land, calling in land and property, calling in security. If you are someone who is calling in like a big family, I see that here. If you are someone that is calling in like children, I see that here, especially like children, marriage, union. If you are someone that is calling in romance, reciprocated love, like reciprocated love, connection, soul connection. If you are someone that is calling in soul connection, I see that here. If you're someone that is calling in pregnancy, I see that here. Like abundance. If you're someone that's calling in abundance, emotional fulfillment, grounded fulfillment, long-lasting, soul-based fulfillment, I see it. I see you calling this in. I see it. I feel it. I see it. I hear it. I feel it. I see this. So this is like major, major, major confirmation that all of this is being called in. You're calling in, and I feel like the universe is like, yes. I feel like the universe is like, we support this. We're calling it in too. Because sometimes, we're calling in things and the universe is like, that's not what's best for you. I'm going to redirect. I feel like you are in perfect alignment. Like, this is exactly what you should be calling in. This is perfect. This is perfect timing. You are in the perfect flow, the perfect frequency to receive these things. If this is what you want, you're going to get it. Wow. Wow. Again, at the back of the deck, we have the King of Wands. There's definitely, you have the power to bring this in. You have the ability to bring this in. Look at that. We've got the King of Cups here, so we've got counterparts with the Queen of Cups. Interesting. Interesting. Because this next row of cards are totally different. And once again, we've got mirroring here because we've got 4 cards up here and 4 cards down here. I didn't plan that. So we've got mirroring happening here. Let's see. The 9 of Wands, the King of Cups, the 5 of Pentacles, the 2 of Pentacles. Okay. Oh my God. Uh-oh. The reason I'm having that reaction is because I'm like, uh-oh, is this a soulmate journey? Or like, is this like, I don't know, like, this is a lot. I'm already feeling like this is a big reading. Okay, Libra, let's get prepared. Let's get focused. Let's not get distracted. I definitely see soulmates or soul counterparts. This seems to be the energy of the feminine. This seems to be the energy of the masculine. And I literally just mean that energetically. This is not like a heterosexual thing. You could be queer, it doesn't matter. I just mean energies because this is the Queen of Cups and the King of Cups. So it's just easier to say it that way. But one side, other side. Simple as that. I see that here. And it seems like for the side that we began with, which I would associate with the Queen of Cups or the feminine energy, which again has nothing to do with gender, this side seems to be more in a place of peace, solid mind, solid ground, clarity. You know exactly what you want. You're calling it in. King of Cups energy seems a little bit more afraid, a little less certain, a little more distracted, and a little bit more intimidated. And I think the reason is because I don't think that the King of Cups feels as though they are in a place to be able to provide this type of life that is being called in by the feminine. I think that there's a level of insecurity around what they're able to provide. I see the King of Cups here trying to build an island, but what they have is a lot of dreams. What they have is a lot of emotional desire. They have the emotional capacity. Money-wise, I don't know if that's really there. I think they're really trying to balance out the money, and I think that they're struggling to figure out how to do that. And they are not interested in putting any partner in a position where they, like, their family is struggling. You know, no one wants to have a family and not be able to provide for them. So that's on their mind, I think. And also the idea of not being able to really take on all of this, not being able to really have the energy to sustain this, to really build this, feeling exhausted, feeling like, you know, their back is up against the wall. They're constantly fighting, they're constantly trying, and they could feel really burnt out, really maxed out. I see like these are vastly different energies, vastly different. Okay, so then, like, I mean, wow, then we have the King of Pentacles, lots of kings, lots and lots of kings. This is so interesting. Okay, so, but then, like, okay, so then what do we want to do about that, though, Spirit? What is the overall point? If this is not, so, sorry, pause. If this is not, oh, okay, so this is also interesting. From the top row's perspective, the energy we began with, Libra, because to be honest, I'm not really feeling like this is you. This feels like an outside energy. Because it is so vastly different, I would consider whether the person that you are trying to call, if there is a specific person on your mind, and hold on, because I know that there are certain people who are not here for love, so just pause and I'll get to you. But if there is a certain person that you're trying to call this in with, and this is their energy, you might need to be open to the idea that they might not be the one, okay? They could be like someone that you are really in alignment with in terms of your dreams. You have the same dreams, you have the same desires, but you're in really different places in your life. And you don't want to force something like this because you're going to be upset if they can't provide this. And I feel like they're being very honest about the fact that they can't provide this, right? Like they're not able to do this for you. So you need to be able to listen to that and accept that. And you need to be open to perhaps somebody that's a little bit different from you. I'm thinking actually that this is someone you might need to let go of. Okay, take that storyline away and instead be open to somebody else. That's so funny. That, like, and I think you have options, to be honest with you. I don't think it's like you only have to accept the King of Pentacles. I also think that that King of Wands is another option. I think you have options, but I think you might need to move beyond here. Like, you might need to move beyond, you know, like certain soul contracts or certain things that you're trying to call in that just don't resonate, you know? You're the Queen of Cups, but you don't necessarily need to be with the King of Cups. You could be with the King of Pentacles. You could be with the Queen of Wands. You could be with so many different things. You know what I mean? So be open to that. If this was not about love, but more so you trying to call in a higher level in life, but you are stuck in this other row, this is about you. Well, let's see. Because I fully just took those cards away, so let's just see. Anyways, this is off to a great start. This is really interesting. I love doing these readings. I think I'll just keep this because I love this energy so much that I want to help you manifest this by just like keeping it here. Just want to keep this good energy here. And if you're not someone that wants kids or anything like that, this could also just mean like having a business that sustains beyond, like that creates a legacy, having a business where you have people that you employ, becoming a boss, like paying people, helping people have their own livelihoods. creating the type of wealth that, you know, helps other people have their families and take care of their families. Like, you know, really becoming successful, really being in control of your life, really being abundant. This could also just mean like buying your own home, gardening. It could, you know, having a garden, having, you know, it could mean so many things. But hold on. Okay. Okay. The Nine of Wands again. Okay. The Six of Swords, the Eight of Cups is just peeking out. Yeah, this fatigued energy though, it's like if you want to move out of this energy of being in the rat race, if you want to move out of this energy of being burnt out and feeling like you're fighting for your life, you're going to have to make a change. Like you're going to have to make some type of bold decision to move away from something. Like there's something you're going to have to let go of, because there's something in your current reality that like it doesn't really matter how hard you fight and how like strong your faith is and how much you're like balls to the walls. I'm going to go down swinging. Like I'm, you know, whatever you're defending, whatever territory you're defending or whatever you're trying to fight for, it doesn't seem worth it. Okay, so there's something that you need to be bold enough to make a decision to change, move away from something. And I don't feel like you're the only one choosing to make this decision. This could be like on a collective level. You know how like right after the pandemic, we had the Great Resignation. Everybody was leaving their jobs and going to work online and working remote and moving to other countries. All these expats were coming. Like this could be something like that where you're following the wave of people who are moving away from something that is exhausting, something that is full of burnout, something that is tumultuous. You're choosing to go out on your own. You're choosing to trust in spirit. Ooh, I even felt like the Virgin Mary, in Mother Mary here, in like sainthood, like in Saint Bridget, I just felt like the saints are watching over you, something like that. Also, like it's very like, I don't know, like is anybody here Catholic? Like there's I'm thinking of like Ireland and like the goddess Bridget and like so many different things. But sorry, I'm getting distracted. Okay, so we've got the Six of Swords. We've got two moons here. So here I'm also thinking there could be a timeline of 2 months. Like this could be a transition period over the next 2 months that something is coming through. This could be 2 full moon cycles. This could be like an energy of the full moon really helping you bring in this change or bringing in the momentum to get moving. Yeah, so if that 2-month thing resonates, it could be from whenever you watch this, but if you're watching this as this comes out, 2 months from now would be like June, right? Yeah, because April, May. So that would be like June. And let's be honest, like what you're trying to manifest, what you are manifesting is beautiful. It's really, really abundant. This kind of energy, everything happens in balance, right? So this kind of energy is of a high frequency. It's next level, of course. So the journey to get there is going to be a journey, and it's going to be balanced. So you're going to experience the opposite of these things in order to get to these things, because you've got to be on that spectrum. To be on that spectrum, you've got to walk from this to this, right? So you're going to have to experience it all. It could be over the next few months that you're in a state of battle, that you are really going to be going into the tunnel. You could be going into a dark night of the soul. You could be going into a fight, okay? But this is a personal fight for your freedom. This is a personal fight for your liberation. And by the end of this cycle, where's that, Empress? By the end of this cycle, you will have brought in, if not one of these things, if not all of these things, like something will be happening. Look at that. The Empress, the Devil, the Fool, the World card. You are absolutely going to have to, when you decide to move away from whatever tumultuous energy this is and make the decision to be brave and be bold and go out on your own, perhaps following the path of other people who have chosen to be brave and do the same. You don't need to rewrite the script. You know, there's a path that many people can follow. People have paved the way before. Do your research. There's whatever your situation is, I'm sure there's a way out. Do your research, because there's people you can follow. There's steps you can take. If you like find a mentor, find a guide, somebody, find advice, follow the advice, follow the change in the winds, follow the wind of other people, get in their flow and do the same thing. If you choose to do that, this is going to be a journey. This is going to be a journey that is emotional. This is going to be a trying journey. It's going to be a spiritual test. It's going to be a spiritual challenge. It's going to be anxiety. It's going to be stressful. It's going to be scary and intimidating. But the beauty that you get on the other end, the joy that you get on the other end, because you chose to go into this brave, wholehearted strength. This is the strength card all the way. Because you chose to be brave, because you chose to be bold and take on this energy and not choose the easy path of just sticking in the comfort zone that is really you struggling and fighting, but at least it's a struggle you know. Because you choose to leave the struggle that you know and go towards the unknown and be brave and be bold. And this unknown is very different. This struggle is very different from this struggle. The struggle that accompanies the unknown is more so in your head. It's a mental game. It's, am I worthy? Am I ever going to get out of this? Am I figuring this out? I'm so stressed out. Will I ever get out of, the financial insecurity? Will I ever move out of my parents' house? Like, this could be a journey of moving away from your own apartment where you were living maybe in a nice financial situation, but perhaps you were working a job that you hated. And so you were always burnt out, and in your workplace it was abusive, and so you never got to really enjoy the life of luxury that you were living, so you moved back home, right? Like a lot of people are doing. A lot of people are moving back home, and you go through maybe 2 months or 2 years, who knows, a cycle of living at home, and you're trying and you're tested. And you could be feeling all the things that any adult feels when they have to go, when they're doing something that is perceived as as taking a step back. But really, you are overcoming all of the things that hold us back from living these lives that we're meant to live, from living our dream lives. You're overcoming society's will, and you're following God's will. You're following the world's will. You're following Earth's will. You're following the universe's will. You're following your heart song. And there's something beautiful that is coming out on the other side. And this is a cycle that you can complete. You can end a cycle here. You can break a cycle here. You can break a cycle. You can bring something beautiful into fruition. You can birth a new life, not just a new relationship, not just family, not just children, but you can birth a new self. You can be reborn. You can be reborn. But you've got to choose it. You've got to choose it. Don't be distracted by the money, by the sweets, by the luxury, by the things of this world that tell us to stay in these sticky situations, that tell us to stay in these traumatic relationships because of X, Y, and Z around how they show that you're successful and that you're not failing at being a good adult or being alive or whatever. None of those things mean a thing if you're not happy. Go and do the thing that everybody else says is reckless because other people are doing it. You're not going to be alone on this path. Other people are doing this. This feels like something that is a part of a bigger movement. Like you might want to join something that is like a part of a movement. Like there's a movement called Back to Africa for Black people in around the diaspora. A lot of Black people are moving to Africa, to different countries in Africa. Like you could want to follow a movement. So like there's also already a plan. There's already a path for you. Go towards it. I would say yes to this because you have the potential to manifest something beautiful, gorgeous. It's going to require work though. This could be you willingly entering into a dark night of the soul. Like willingly, right? Because you want to change your life. If you want to change your life, you have to deal with the death card. You have to deal with transformation. Transformation is hard. It's hard as hell, but it's worth it. And anyone who's gone through an awakening knows that. Anyone who's lived life knows that. Transformation is the best thing you can do, but it's hard. It's hard while you're doing it. You can do it. And most of it is hard mentally because you're feeling like, wow, my life is such shit. Wow, I'm not good enough. Wow, look at what I'm doing. But yeah, look at what you're doing. You're brave. You're bold. You're beautiful. You are a cover girl. Look at that. You could find alliances along the way. You could find like business partners. This could be a business partner coming in. You could find alliances along the way. Soul fulfillment. When you find that fulfillment within yourself, what happens next? Love. That's what happens next. Hopefully. Let's see. Yeah, I just feel like you're done with the rat race. You're done with the rat race. Like, who wants to live that way? What do I want to do? Let's like get you, because I feel like you're about to go into like a spiritual battle. So let's get you an angel card. And it's like a one-on-one battle. You're battling yourself, really. It's you choosing to move from this life to the next. You know, this is a transition, rebirth. You're about to go into the chrysalis and you will be reborn. You can do this. You can do this. Go into that chrysalis. I know it's scary, but you can do it. And it really didn't feel like it was a long time period. 2 months is really nothing. Like June is right around the corner. Composure. You can keep your composure. You've got this. You can stay balanced. You've got this. You really do have this. Cut the cords. Look at that. Cut the cords. They're saying it. They said it, not me. Cut the cords. Courage and bravery. Look at that. Courage and bravery. You've got this. You've got this. And also, this is like also a matter of, look at that. Yes, look at that. I want to see that. Do the work. Do the work, but also I wanted to show you the yes at the back of the deck. Yes, yes, yes. Yes to this new journey. Yes to this new journey. Yes to this new journey. But I also wanted to tell you, this composure card can be seen so many different ways, because what I'm seeing, before I was seeing like keep your composures and like keep your head, you've got this, don't doubt yourself. But now I'm looking at it and I'm also like, you do not need to remain composed. Like, part of the reason that you could maybe not want to take this change, not take on this rebirth, is because, you know, you don't want people to think you look crazy. You don't want to feel crazy. You don't want people to think you're irrational. You don't want to feel like you're lashing out. You don't want people to, you know, judge you or whatever. You don't want people to think that you're acting different, whatever that fucking means. You don't want people to be, you know, like, you've changed. Of course I've changed. I'm a human being. If I'm not evolving, what am I doing? You know, fuck composure. You don't need to stay composed. Fall apart, break down, break out, break free. Cut the cords. Cut the cords. Sometimes you have to clip your old wings and trust that new ones are going to grow. Sometimes you have to shed your skin and trust that you are going to be reborn. That caterpillar has to trust that they're going to transform into whatever. They don't even know what they're going to transform into. They just trust the process. Their body's calling them to do it. They do it. They trust. Cut the cords. You feel this happening within you. Be courageous. Be brave. Be bold enough to do this. This is the best thing you could ever do for yourself. This is the best thing you could ever do for your life. This will change your life. This will change your life. I promise you. Say yes. Say yes, say yes, say yes. Okay? Thank you so much, Libra. I really hope that you enjoyed this reading. Please comment down in the comment section below if you want to tell me anything, if you want to just connect with other people, support each other through this journey that you're going to go on. I'll be here. I'll be doing readings for you guys like all the time, so you can always check in. Yeah, like the video if you liked it. Share it if you want to share it with your fellow Libras. I mean, everybody's got Libra within them somewhere, so at the collective, you're not alone. A lot of people are going through this. You're not alone. Yeah, and subscribe if you want to subscribe. If you want a personal reading, you can find the information for that in the description box below. Thank you so much, and goodbye. I will see you for the next reading, which will be coming out probably in a couple of days. Bye!